All right. Welcome to another video, another YouTube video. So in today's video, I want to talk about something that I think a lot of you guys can relate to. It's something that people talk about, but I don't think it's something that's discussed like enough. I think that sometimes when we discuss this topic, it's like a lot of like a big response that I hear is, yeah, just keep going, just keep grinding, get through the downs, right? But sometimes we don't really reassess and we don't really understand maybe the root of the issues. And something that I've been really looking into because I have my ups and downs. So basically that's what it is. It's talking about your ups and your downs. So odds are maybe you are going through it now, maybe you're not going through it now. That's life. You're gonna go through your ups, you're gonna go through your downs. So you may be in your up, you may be through your down, you may be in the middle. So everyone has a different stage in life, right? So I'll give an example for myself. For example, I can go through my ups, right? I'm making videos, I'm positive, I'm looking in shape, I'm feeling good, everything's great. And then all of a sudden, I wake up in the morning, I don't really feel like eating breakfast. I kind of, I don't really want to go to the gym. I'm not really feeling anything, nothing's really working. But that's like a psychological thing, right? Now it could be maybe you're going to work, right? Everything's good at work. Boss is happy with you. Everything's amazing. And then all of a sudden, things just get thrown at you. Hey, I need you to get this done. I need you to get this done. I need you to get this done. Everything gets this done. And then you start to get stressed. You're like, man, what's going on here? Like, why is there so much going on? Like, I'm stressed out. You go home. You're like, oh man, like I can't think straight. And yeah, or within your family, everything's good. Everything's smooth. Just talking to family. Maybe you're married. You're talking to wife, husband, whatever it is. Everything's good. And all of a sudden, you start arguing. Blah, 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 blah. You start arguing. Everything goes a couple weeks, maybe a couple days, hopefully just a few days. It can happen. And then all of a sudden, like just things happen, right? And then all of a sudden, you kind of get there. So that's the point of life. We go through tests. I'm a Muslim. So I know when I go through trials, I pray 5 times a day anyways. But, that's when you pray a lot more deeper, things like that, and things a lot. So it happens. So you may be going through your ups, you may be going through your downs, you may be going in the middle. So if you're going through your ups, then just prepare yourself for the downs. If you're going through your downs, just know that you will go up. If you're in the middle, just make sure that you're prepared for whatever happens, right? And I think that's something that's super, super important. And sometimes it's important to acknowledge the downs. Sometimes we're so in our heads, we're so in, within ourselves that we forget that this is something that we're all going to go through. We're all going to have these issues. We're all going to have these problems. And it's something that sometimes it's very vague when we go online. We hear, oh, you just got to power through it. You just got to keep going. You just got to keep doing this and that. But sometimes the reality, we just need to look within ourselves. We need to look within what's going on, the issues, the whatever it is, right? So when I go through my downs and, some of you guys already know, like I have like depression. So when I go through it, like I can have my ups, crazy ups, and all of a sudden my mood will just like change. Like it's not even like anything will change in my life. My mood will just change and everything will seem like just down. So the way I handle that, and I'll make a separate video on how to handle like depression. Well, the way I handle that is I take a step back from everything that I'm doing. So that's why, if I'm making videos and you see that I haven't made videos in a few days, it means that maybe I'm going through something. Maybe I just need time to reassess. And the word here is reassess. Reassess everything that's going on. Take a step back. If you're playing a sport, you're a football player, a soccer, football, or if you're, a hockey player, basketball player, if you have a few games where you're struggling, maybe you may get benched, but it will give you time to reassess, take your shots, keep going, get those threes, keep going, right? Same thing with your life. You want to go back, take a step back from everything, reassess everything, figure out why you're doing it, your purpose, and get deeper. And then maybe write something down. People like to journal. Some people like to watch videos. Some people like to game. Like whatever it is, like sometimes you need to take a step back from everything that's currently going on. And that's a reality. Like it happens. So that's something that I think is very, very important. Look within yourself. Figure out what the root of the issue is. If you have issues with your family, I'm in no shape to give advice on family because, everyone has issues, family issues. We all go through it. But communication's key there. Like, that's all I can say there. I'm not going to talk too much on that because that's not something that I'm an expert in. But yeah, anything, whether you're going through work, if you have issues at work, maybe figure out what the issues are, reassess everything, and kind of go take a step back from everything, and then just look at it through a different lens, because that's kind of what I like to do. Sometimes when you take a step back, you're looking at everything through a different lens. So you're kind of like, okay, I can finally see what's really, really going on right now. How can I fix this? Or how can I figure this out? That's what I do. For me, now that I, kind of going back up, I will go down. So that's something that I think is super, super important for any of us, whether it's me, whether it's you, whether it's this person, that person. Acknowledge your downs. Sometimes if you need to cry, you need to cry, then cry. Like, there's nothing wrong. If you're a dude and you need to cry, then cry. Like, we tend to think that, okay, like, you're a dude. Oh, no, you can't, like, express your emotions. Express your emotions towards yourself, Like, understand that you're a human being. Human beings, we have emotions, right? We're not emotionless creatures. Like, if you are in that emotionless stage, then you may need to check yourself, because that means that you don't have any empathy. And, I've had those moments too when I felt like emotionless and I had to check myself. And it's super important, guys. It's very, very important to understand these kinds of things. Ups and downs, they happen. And it's not whether it doesn't matter whether you're an entrepreneur, you're an employee, this, that, like you're a kid. Every human being goes through these things, and it's something that's super, super important. Like I said, I'm a Muslim, so maybe I will up my prayers, like maybe I'll do some night prayers, maybe I'll do this, maybe we'll do that. But just know that if you are going through it as well, just know that it will pass. Everything that you're thinking about, all the worries that you have, it will pass. And sometimes the worries you have aren't real. That's another thing too. Something like, especially when I was in school right now, I'm thinking, man, I might fail this test. I might fail this exam, or I'm scared to go to class because I don't know everything in class. I go to class, everything's fine. I do the exam, I pass. Like, it's like sometimes these thoughts in your head are just, they're not real. And that's something that's a reality. So yeah, I think that's all I really want to talk about in this video. Yeah, if you are going through your downs, just know that the downs, yes, it will pass. But also maybe take this time to reassess everything that's going on. Like, maybe think about, okay, well, why is this going on? Maybe sometimes, like, you may even get to a point where you're so much on you're on social media so much. If you find that you're on a dopamine rush, you may need to find new habits. So that's something that I would say is very important. But yeah, thanks for watching again. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the like button. I finally figured out what turn post notifications are. So if you want, you can turn on notifications. If you have any video ideas you'd like to see, let me know. I only really talk about things that I've experienced. So I'm not going to talk about, like, if you ask me something like something funny, I probably won't. Another viewer asked me to make a video on something, and I just didn't know much about it. So I just mentioned that I don't know much about it. So if I don't know anything about it, maybe I'll do some research and maybe I'll make a video on it. But if I just straight up don't know anything about it and something that I'm not experienced at all, I just won't do it, or I'll just refer you to another YouTuber or someone else. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to stay authentic. Peace.